Yeah.
If we each get divide by 3, math ain't mathing right now.
Tanner,
Two.
Tanner, if we each get 3 people, that means that we're over the threshold.
I was trying to say like we get 2 halves, like we get
Is that
find half a person.
is the mathing for you?
Yeah, math is mathing.
Math is mathing. We are live, by the way. I
Oh, we
just
are.
gotta yeah, sorry. I just gotta update everything. Um
Oh, made a 6 second joke on
late
this.
night. Tanner, I think you squeaked that silly face in. I'm not entirely sure. Week 3. Done. Great. Okay. We are live. We are live. I will do an intro in a little bit. You guys just keep chatting it up. Because I gotta get this sent out to people.
All right.
Yeah, you want help with that, Coley?
No, don't send it out to any of like the bases or anything. I'm just sending it out to a couple of specific people that I know are gonna watch.
Well, I might send it to Matthew and
Oh, okay. Yeah, go
and
for
some
it.
of
Go
my
for
other
it.
buddies.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Um,
I'm gonna send it out too.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
other
Everybody, go ahead, send it out. Send it to people you know. Here, I'll send it in the wedding group chat. So all you have to do is, yep,
Twitch.
there we go. Okay, here you go. All right. I wonder what Joey and Gabe are up to. They'll probably join us at some point, right?
Yeah. They're too busy saving Gotham.
Actually, I would not put it past them. I would not put it past them. Okay, let's see. Few seconds here. I'll get a good intro going. Oh, does it really say that we're offline? No? Are we offline or are we online? It's not, it can't decide. Are we online? Are we offline? Hello? Oh no, we're online. For me, it's telling me that we're not. And it's telling me that the connection's unstable, but
No, it's
I can see everybody fine, except for Tanner.
no, it looks good. Well, yeah, sorry, I was checking the stream. No, it looks good
No,
on
you're okay.
Twitch, so
Okay, cool. I guess. Um, great. Now that we've dilly-dallied a little bit, let's get into some things. All right. Hi folks, welcome back to what do we got, Alex? Nope. Go ahead.
Hold on just a second. I want to send out the link to a couple more people.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I am so
No,
sorry.
no,
I had to scroll deep into my contacts to find this dude.
That's okay, man. That's okay. It is just late night, so it is completely chill. It's not like we have anything super huge to talk about. The NFL this week was kind of weird.
No, there were some great games.
Oh, there were great games and great moments, but there were also some bad games and bad moments.
Oh, that's true.
And forgettable things. I just burped so loud but muted myself. You are so lucky you didn't have to endure that.
That's crazy.
I wanted to endure it.
No, you did not. No, you did not. Boba is currently sleeping in her bubble, by the way.
Oh, Boba. Boba.
Alex, where did you go?
I'm back.
I don't.
All right.
Where did you go?
I had to go into my bathroom to blow my nose.
Nice. Okay. All right. Here we go. Everybody ready? Can I get us an intro?
Yes.
Tanner, I cannot see your face, but I'm sure Alex can.
Are you serious right now? What the?
But the stream can see your face. Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, so we can't see your face. Do you want to leave and come back quick?
Yeah.
Oh, now I can see him.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Magic.
We've got you.
I'm magical.
Magic. All right. Here we go. Ready? All right, welcome in to another episode of Toxic Couch Late Night. We are joined this week by Tanner and Alex, the normal Toxic Couch crew. Rain Man, how did we feel about football this week?
Like fantasy football? Honestly?
Anything, just football.
Football was weird but good. It was like as a Packers fan, it sucked. But if you're a fan of like teams like the Niners, it was pretty cool. Or if you're a Rams fan, it sucks too. But it was just weird. But it was good. It was a good week of football, but it was weird.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about everything. Obviously, as Alex and I stated on the show, him and I went to the Colts game, what is possibly Phil Rivers' last game ever. That was pretty cool. That was cool. I've got pictures and stuff to show on stream tonight, so that'll be great. Man, Alex,
Oh,
you got anything for me?
Yeah, I'll talk about going to the stadium, and I'll just talk about the Colts as a whole.
Well, let's save that until we get to the Colts, because remember we
Okay.
go through every game.
Yeah.
I want to hear your guys' stories of the game for sure.
Yes.
When we get
Oh
to
yeah.
the
go.
goal.
When we get there, we've got
Yeah.
I've got literally all the pictures from yesterday
Yeah.
pulled up, ready to go.
So yeah, going to a game is a lot of fun. I was honestly really depressed going to the game because I didn't think I was gonna have a lot of fun, but it was my 21st, so I was able to get drinks for the first time. After realizing the price of them, I'm probably never doing that again.
There's so much to talk about. So much. We could, like I said, I've got so many pictures that
Seeing
we could talk
Phil-
about once we get there.
Seeing Phil in person, I'm not talking about them yet. But seeing him in person was such a privilege.
Agreed. Agreed.
And seeing Trevor Lawrence point at us after we boo at him, it was also a treasure and a memory
got
to
that
be
video.
made.
I've got
Oh,
the
yeah.
video from our point of view. I was recording that.
Yeah,
I've got every touchdown from our POV.
yeah. Being on the Fox screen was also awesome.
Yes, we were on TV
Being
multiple
on
times.
being on screen while Joe Davis and Greg Olson were calling a football game is absolutely a great experience as well.
Super fun.
And even though my Colts had no playoff implications going in, and we had a collapse, and we don't even have our first round pick, it was a lot of fun to be able to go and see the team regardless. Now, the other fans in that stadium are a problem.
We will
And-
talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to save that because I've got all of this
Okay.
planned for when we actually go over the game, because there are some key moments from that game,
Mhm.
especially being there, that I think only work talking about in context.
Yeah.
Because you're right, the fan experience
Mhm.
was subpar. I would put
It's-
it that way.
It's just there's clearly been a great culture change among the players. Now, how do we get that to the fans as well?
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. Okay, hang on one second. Let's get here. I'm going to throw this up and pull up scores. Here we go. There we go. Can
You need
everybody
me to
see
read
that?
off again?
No,
Yeah.
I've got him. I've got him. Can everybody see that?
Yes, I can see that.
All right, Cowboys Commanders. Commanders did a pretty okay job, 23 points to 30. Tough season for the Cowboys. Tough season. Dak has not
But
looked
Dak had a
horrible.
good game. Dak had a very good game.
307, 2 tuds, 19 for 37. Josh Johnson playing football in 2025 is weird.
Mhm.
Let's see. Joey was here. If he was here, we had a bunch of questions that he was gonna ask. But I'll ask it for the Commanders. If you're the Commanders and the Cowboys, what do you do next year? Or what do you do in the offseason to prepare for next year?
The Commanders are great. If they stay healthy, they can get back to being good. They just needed to take a gap year and get back healthy again. And they're going to have one of the top picks, so they can invest in defense. They can get one of the top defenders in this year's draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to fear Washington next year.
I don't know. Washington has a lot. With Jaden Daniels being hurt, what feels like almost every other week, and every week that he comes back, it gets worse. I don't know. Rain Man.
I would be genuinely scared of the Cowboys next year.
I agree.
think they have 2 first-round picks, and I give Jerry a lot of crap, but generally with his first round picks, he's been pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's been like pretty good, and so I have a decent amount of confidence that they'll get those picks right, and they can, especially if they get like a linebacker or another edge rusher. I mean, man, they could really use an edge rusher right now. I mean, if
But
only they had an edge rusher.
their rookie edge rushers have been fine, I thought.
Donovan
Yes.
Ezraku is so good.
Ezraku's been dominant
Yes.
this year. And then
And they
once they made the trade for oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
well, Quentin Williams.
When they made the trade for Quinton Williams, I mean, he was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean their defense has potential. They just have two. They have like they're really solid in some areas, but they have like way too big of holes in others. And I think if they can fill those needs, like linebacker or their corners, I think that they could have a chance. And I mean their offense is obviously we've seen this year is good. So I think they just need to fix their defense. And then the Commanders, I would say with the Commanders, I think, yeah, if they can stay healthy next year, yeah, they can be right back where because the roster isn't much different. You can make an argument it's better, but they also really need to get some more defensive players as well. They're getting really old. They're actually, I believe, they're the oldest team in the NFL or one of the
That's
oldest.
correct. Yeah.
And which is kind of crazy. You have a rookie quarterback. You think, okay, they'd be the youngest. So they just need to get a lot younger and a lot faster on defense.
Agreed. Yeah, it just feels like they need to get faster everywhere. Terry McLaurin and Debo are not exactly what they used to be, for sure. And it just the inconsistencies. Dan Quinn's a heck of a head coach, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely, for sure. Oh, hang on. It's gonna
Guys,
make me pull
I'm
up
just
all the
saying.
games.
I'm just saying, guys. There is a very disgruntled edge rusher in the NFL that would be worth 2 draft picks from Dallas.
Ooh, with Ezraku, I wouldn't do it. I don't think the Cowboys need a premier edge rusher. I just think they need somebody on the other side who can wreak just as much havoc if needed. Like a Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary kind of deal. I think Ezraku's their star. I don't think they could get another edge rusher that would outplay him. A weird game from the Christmas slate.
The
Minnesota
Vikings had 4 passing yards. Was it 3 or 4?
We'll go down and we'll look. But the Vikings blew the Lions out of the water 23-10. Jared Goff had 6 turnovers by himself.
Yeah, we got to have a conversation about Jared.
Oh my god.
These are the times that you wish Joey was on the show to discuss this kind of thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So look at this. Team stats. 3 passing yards.
And that's
actually
net too.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Rush yards,
crazy.
obviously Aaron Jones kind of controlled that entire game.
Mm-hmm.
What did we have? Did they have any whoa, look at this. This game was a stinker on a stat line. First down, 11 and 16. Third down efficiency, 5 for 14, 3 for 13. Fourth down efficiency, 2 for 2. Good for the Lions. Total plays, 64-51. Sacks allowed, 7-5. Punts, 7-3. Penalties, 3-5. Fumbles lost, 4. Interceptions thrown, 2.
That's
Time
insane.
of possession, 32. My goodness, if you look at this game and you look purely at the stat line, and if you hid the fumbles and the interceptions, you would say, wait, what do you mean the Lions didn't win the football game? That because look at the stat line. The only difference is the 6 turnovers. All of them made by Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
That was disgusting. A 64.9 passer rating, 1 touchdown. Oh my gosh, 197 yards, 18 for 29 with 6 turnovers. Oy, yoy, yoy, yoy. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs didn't exactly have a great game.
No.
David Montgomery kind of had a better game, arguably, despite the stat line. When David Montgomery was on the field, he was doing better. Amon-Ra, non-existent, but what are you going to do if your QB keeps throwing picks? And obviously that stacked receiver core did nothing. Aiden Hutchinson, two sacks total. I mean, great game for him. Yeah, I don't know. You look at this game was weird. Brosmer had no
Yeah.
touchdowns, 51 yards, had 7 sacks. He had a worse passer rating than Jared Goff, who had freaking 6 turnovers. Brosmer did not win them that game.
No.
Aaron Jones, on the
I
other
think
hand, what do you got, Tanner? Sorry, I'm just
I
going
th-
through these
I
stats.
if you are a team looking for a coach, I think that Brian Flores deserves another crack at it.
Ooh,
That is to force 6 turnovers on that offense with those players. That's impressive, and to win that game with a quarterback you're on your own team that is undrafted and throws for net 3 passing yards. That is, and to win by 13 points, not just like, oh, you won by a field goal in a 10-7 game. No, you won 23-10. That is insane to me. And yeah, I think he deserves another crack at it. Maybe, and if he fails, I'll bite my tongue, but he might be just one of those coordinators that just is an amazing coordinator. Some coordinators don't work out as head coaches, but you also you look at the Dolphins. His Dolphins head coach tenure didn't end great, but if you look at the Dolphins with him, they were really good, and their defense improved so much. And you look at their defense today, and it's not great. And arguably, they changed. They went from a defensive led team to Mike McDaniel, offensive led team, but they lost a lot of that toughness, and I think that's why that's hurting them now.
yep.
Tanner, I'm
So,
actually gonna go against you here with the
ooh,
Brian Flores take. Um, that he is not great with QBs. That's all I'm gonna say. There was so much drama between him and QB, and then
hang on, specifically Tua.
Yeah.
That's a different story because Tua has been a problem for everybody he's come up against. Every coach that he's had, he has been a problem with. Like that's just the honest facts of the story.
that's very true. But
It's
Flores
a
didn't
Tua issue.
exactly handle the drama professionally on his end either.
Yeah.
And then when he failed, he sued the league.
Oh, see,
That's fair.
see, I won't get into that because it's too much politicking for me.
Hmm.
And when he sued the league, it was the time where that kind of stuff was prevalent and expected. And I can only imagine what the people in his camp were saying. So I will, if you boys want to get down that path, I will happily sit here and listen. But I won't engage in that just because I don't think reliving that part of the past is good.
Probably
So
not the best for a live audience.
Joey was asking me, what do you do if you're the Detroit Lions? What do you do to go out and you fix the team? So I've sat and I've thought about this, and I'm going to tell you guys what I would do if I had all the money in the world. If I was the Detroit Lions, what would I do? Number one, first and foremost, Jared Goff cannot win good football games, but he can certainly turn a football team around, right? He has gone through the Rams with a rebuild. He has gone through the Lions with a rebuild. But the thing is he is not the quarterback that's going to get you over the hump. He lost in the Super Bowl. That's enough to show you. He's lost in the playoffs every time that he's gotten there. So Jared Goff is not a finishing QB, but he's a hell of a starting one. So my thought process here is Jared Goff could be the type of player where you see unprecedented trades for Jared Goff every time he's up to be moved, right? For example, you list some teams that have really good quarterbacks but are in desperate need of a rebuild. Bengals, right? Bengals are in desperate need of a rebuild, have a really good quarterback. Ravens, especially on that list, good quarterback, desperately need a rebuild. Let's see. Anybody else coming to mind, boys? That really good team, really good quarterback, but needs a rebuild.
Joe Burrow.
Not
Eh.
Yeah,
well,
that's
we
what
just
that's.
talked about that, but
What do you think,
yeah,
Tanner? Alex, what do you got for me?
yeah,
Anything?
those are really the two premier ones.
So
Yeah.
let's just toss some ideas out there.
Because you don't want to downgrade at quarterback. Those two are like the only
No.
upgrade.
No, but if you go out and you trade for Lamar or you trade for Joe Burrow, who are two people who have very much definitely want to be moving on from, right? They definitely would rather take the, what position group does the Detroit Lions not have? None. They are possibly the most talented roster in the entire NFL, I would argue. Their O-line, stellar. Their running backs, stellar. Their receiving core, stellar. Pass rushers, great. D-line. Linebackers, maybe. Safeties and cornerbacks, when healthy, one of the best groups in the NFL. Head coach, one of the best in the entire NFL. But you need somebody. So here's the two things that you have to do. You have to move on from Jared Goff because he's not a finisher. He never will be. Got to move on from Jared Goff. Go find a premier quarterback. Not in the draft. Trade for one. Just the same way that you traded away Matthew Stafford. You've got to do it. So Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, those are guys that are going to get this team over the hump. And then you have to find a better offensive coordinator. You cannot let Dan Campbell run this show on his own. It is prevalent that they lost two of the best coordinators in all of football. Now, one of those coordinators is about to bring a team to a deep playoff run. So let's give some respect to Ben Johnson and what he did for that Lions team. But we have to look at it and we have to say, okay, let's look at it for what it is. Dan Campbell is not a play caller. He's a culture setter. You need a culture setter who isn't calling all the plays. It's almost like a yin and yang when you have a culture setting offensive head coach, right? And then you've got the play caller, obviously, that has to get fixed. I don't know. That's my take. I don't know if I said anything absurd there.
I like where this conversation is going, but who do you replace him with? Who would be the best fit?
For what? For quarterback?
Yeah, for quarterback.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, there's no question in my mind. If you're the Lions right now and you get a pick at any quarterback in the entire league, who are you taking? With your roster, with your offensive line, with your defense,
Either Joe
are you
or
taking?
Lamar, for sure.
See, I wouldn't take Lamar. I can see it happening, but I take Joe Burrow every day. Joe Burrow would take the Lions to a Super Bowl next year if he was on that roster.
Yeah.
Rain Man?
Yeah.
I agree with the part that yes, Joe Burrow or Lamar is definitely an upgrade from Jared Goff, but Jared Goff is not at all a bad quarterback.
No, and I wasn't
And
saying that. I
that's
just said that he's not a finisher.
yes, okay, that I understand, yeah. But you also don't forget this Jared Goff got them to a NFC Championship game, got him to be the number 1 seed. So he's got into the Super Bowl. He did lose, but so did Burrow. But I'm not saying Jared Goff is better than Burrow, but I'm saying that I wouldn't say that Jared Goff you need to necessarily get rid of him. I would say that you especially need to find new coordinators. And that's the part I agree with. They need to find both, I think, defensive and offensive coordinators. I think they made a mistake by going in-house and finding their coordinators
Agreed.
in-house. And especially with you lose a guy like Ben Johnson. You can't just find your best friend and if you lost your if you ran a business and you lost your best employee, this guy won employee of the month every month, and then you go to the cashier and say, okay, you want to be the manager now? You can't do that. You have to go find you have to also go look and see okay, is there the guy running maybe the restaurant next door? Maybe he's a really good option to be the manager, So
That's such a good way of putting it. That's such a good way of putting it. But Rain Man, I'm gonna push back on you just a tad. Hear me out. how many roster changes really happened between the win that the Rams had with Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl and Jared Goff? There wasn't a lot. Same head coach, same defensive line, basically.
Yeah.
The obvious changes that happen in an NFL locker room every year, but the
Yeah.
key pieces were all still there from the first go at the Super Bowl. The only
Yes.
difference, and now I'm gonna get dogged on for saying this, but there were like the only noticeable difference that people are going to remember is Jared Goff was not playing quarterback, Matt Stafford was.
No.
Burrow was the most sacked quarterback in the entire Super Bowl era history, period. That's terrible. I just Jared Goff is not somebody who's going to elevate your team to the next level because he's going to have games where he has 6 turnovers.
Yes.
Joe Burrow threw 3 picks. 2 of them were pick sixes on bubble screens. That's the worst game he's had in his entire career. I mean, I I look at this Lions roster and I say they are 100% Super Bowl contenders today with 2 changes. And that's my opinion.
Yeah. No,
If
that's
I would
that's
send
that,
the house and more for Joe Burrow if I was the Lions.
I would send Jared Goff in a first round to maybe a first or 2,
Yeah,
and maybe even like a David Montgomery, because I mean
David
the
doesn't
Lions
want to
could.
come back. So,
Yeah, exactly.
all right, on to the next game if I can find it. Oh, no, that's next
That's
week.
next week.
Yeah, thank you. I know. Here we go. Here's the
The
next one.
garbage, outrageously bad battle for the division.
This game, Kansas City versus the Broncos. Bo Nix does not look convincing to me. And I have been saying it all season. He does not look like a convincing starting quarterback. He is consistently missing some cues. He throws interceptions like it's no tomorrow. He had 1 pick during this game, 1 touchdown, 26 for 38, 182. This defense also did not do very good against a third string quarterback who plays on the practice squad. RJ Harvey, Kareem Hunt, Sutton, and Kelsey. Probably Kelsey's last home game. Worth noting that. But this game was way closer throughout the entire thing than it should have been. Bo Nix only took 1 sack, so not under a whole lot of pressure, but still throwing picks and throwing balls in danger. It wasn't exactly a pretty game. Bo Nix had 1 rushing touchdown. This was a gritty game, and maybe you could throw it up to just being a division game, but the Broncos are not convincing me that they're going to make a deep run. Boys, what do you got for me?
What's going to be really telling is next week they get the Chargers, and the Chargers actually aren't starting Justin Herbert for that game. They're starting Trey Lance, which
That's
that
correct.
is stupid.
No, it's not. Justin Herbert got hurt during the game. They want to save him for next week.
Why would I still don't know why you wouldn't play for the right to play the winner of the AFC North. Because if you win and Houston somehow loses that, which crazier things have happened in week 18, then they have that privilege of being able to play the AFC North, which I would way rather have than going to New England or Jacksonville.
Justin Herbert was wincing every throw, and he was complaining every throw. He was in no shape to go out there and play this week. He shouldn't have, but here we are.
That's
And
just
it's not.
who her
It's
is.
just, yeah. But the thing is that it was overly done. So I don't think that they should be criticized for resting their key players when it's going to give them a better chance possibly in the playoffs. I mean it's they were the OG hospital squad this year. They lost most of their guys during training camp. So this is not a surprise to me that was a move that was made because Justin Herbert was in pain.
Yeah.
All right, that game had little to no implications other than keeping them alive for the first seed. This game, however, had a ton of implications. Houston's moves up to 11-5 after beating the Chargers 20-16. CJ Stroud had 2 picks. One of them wasn't his fault. Herbert had 1 pick. Uh, I watched a little bit of this game, but I didn't watch the whole thing because what was this? This was the first game Saturday.
Yeah.
That's right. I was shopping. CJ Stroud was on fire the first 2 drives, and then all of a sudden lost it. But it's scary if CJ Stroud gets on a heater, he can absolutely go. But he's another quarterback where I'm feeling he's not exactly convincing, per se.
Well, sorry, I would like to just say that this game was exactly why. I know you just said you're not convinced of CJ Stroud. I personally am. This is exactly why I think the Houston Texans can win the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they
I
will.
agree. No, I agree
But
with you. I'm 100% with you.
if Stroud gets hot, and we've seen Stroud win playoff games. He beat the Chargers last year. He beat the Browns the other year. I mean, they are winning playoff games. I don't see why their defense is nasty. I mean, we saw them shut down Josh Allen this year. We saw them shut down Patrick Mahomes when healthy. They pretty much shut Herbert and the Chargers down. And I will say they're very injured, but still, I mean, the Chargers are a good team. And I think I have a lot of personal confidence in this team and their ability to go far, especially in this AFC that there are good teams, but nothing feels right in the AFC this year, and I think that's just, and maybe it's just because you don't see the Ravens and the Chiefs at the top of it or the Bills, so it doesn't feel right. So I that's why I just think the Texans have a good chance.
So something that does not get talked about this Texans squad, we all talk about how good their defense is. The receiver core can be great. Obviously missing Tank Dell a lot this year, and a lot of people don't talk about that. This offensive line is stellar as compared to a few years back. This offensive line does not put CJ Stroud under pressure a lot. 0 sacks given up last week against the Chargers, who have notoriously good pass rusher Khalil Mack, who gets behind the line, gets pressure. This O line has been shockingly good because I feel like every year we're just like, hey, they really need to figure it out. The only thing that happened was the forced fumble with Khalil Mack, really. But they kept him to 2 tackles. I mean that's nasty for Khalil Mack, who is still doing fine. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take, but this offensive line has been doing way better than you expect them to do.
Yeah.
Anybody got
Alex?
anything on that?
I'm with you guys. Houston is going to go as far as D'Amico Ryans and this defense takes them, and thus far it has taken them to 8 straight victories. So yeah, that's a pretty good start. It'll be interesting to see them match up against guys like Jacksonville and Denver in the playoffs that are also hot and are notorious for their defensive play as well. So it's going to be so much fun to watch.
All right. This game sucked. This game super sucked. Derrick Henry set a Lambeau Field record of rushing yards and touchdowns combined. Lambeau Field has been around since the 60s, so it's that
50s,
bad.
actually.
50s. But dude, this
was just a terrible game.
Oh, this sucks.
This was like
Sucked the life out of me.
What year was that? 2019 NFC Championship game when Raheem Mostert stole our souls. That was
bad.
This was worse, honestly. I mean, not for implications, but just Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. Oh boy, we're gonna watch some highlights, please. No, God, no, please.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna pull up some of them if it'll work. I don't know if it will.
Yeah. No, it
It's
was.
on and off freezing a little.
Yeah, it'll freeze up. I don't think it'll go great. Hang on. Um,
I
let's see.
mean,
Let's just get one Derrick Henry touchdown. Yeah, this was bad. This
let
was
me just
bad.
say that they call him the king for the reason. I mean, this guy just.
What reason? He hasn't gone off like this all year.
I mean, I mean, he's old, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't. Oh, geez. It's
I mean, he
my
kind of went off last week, but he didn't have 260
my
yards and
computer's
4
bugging
touchdowns.
out. Give me 1
Oh.
second. Let's see. Are we coming back? We're coming back. Here we go.
I mean, this was just rough to watch, and the Packers couldn't. The Packers were pathetic.
Well, when that happens, you have to score on every freaking drive.
Yeah.
When you have a colossal defensive failure like this, you literally have to score on every drive. Malik
Yes.
Willis looked great, by the way.
Yes, he
Must
did.
say, he's a starting quarterback somewhere. By the way, Biggie's in the chat. He's saying that he didn't expect it to go that way, which neither did I. Clearly, against the team that had struggled all year, this was Packers all day in my mind. Even with Malik Willis starting, our defense is terrible without Micah Parsons. Our
Yeah.
defense is terrible without Devontae Wyatt. Lucas Van Ness put up a clinic about how to be a pass rusher. And what happened?
Rashawn Gary's
We
a bum.
Rashawn Gary and Keyshawn Nixon are two huge issues. And the thing is that Alex, you say that we're spoiled fans. I get it, but the thing is that I would argue that we get to be spoiled fans and that the team gets to be good every single year because we have such a fan presence, and we will throw a fit when we're not good because that's how it has to go. Like
I
everybody
didn't say
complained
you
about.
don't deserve to be that way. I'm just saying
No,
it
no,
can be
but
annoying
I'm
sometimes.
and you know what? I'll take it because the thing is that when the fan base is outraged like this, you're going to see better production from the team because of the fact that they're going to listen, like with the Kevin King
I'm
thing, or with the Brandon Narvison thing. A lot of Packer fans get really heated and have a lot of pull because we are the only fan-owned team in the entire NFL. So when we are not succeeding, we get really upset. There are a lot of teams in the NFL that don't get to benefit from that, i.e., the Colts this weekend. You just don't get to have that because people won't. There are people who won't listen to the fans. Like if Cowboys fans are outraged, Jerry Jones isn't doing crap. But for us, we're privileged enough that they have to kind of do something if all of the fans are like, "Hey, this sucks," you know.
And
So
that's
call
why I'm
us
super
insufferable, but it
excited.
works.
And that's why I'm super excited to have a new owner this offseason. This is going to be Carly's first full offseason. And
Mhm.
Jim did not listen to the fans. Carly will, though, I have a
Oh,
feeling.
Carly absolutely does. We can get into that more when we talk about the Colts game.
Mhm.
I just want to say
Yeah, go ahead, Tanner.
that this cheese grater thing is so
The cringiest
stupid.
thing. Yeah.
And so, like, guys, I'm not okay. The Packers have been one of the best teams the past decade. And you're trying, and you beat us one time, and you act like you're winning the freaking Super Bowl. And like, this is teams that don't even have rival. Like, dude, we play the Ravens like every other
every
3
3 or 4
years.
4
years.
years.
Yeah.
Like, we have no beef against them. Like, we didn't do anything to you. Like, why are you putting on the cheese grater hat? Because the Bears think it's cool? Oh my gosh.
For
That
Bears,
made me mad.
for the
That
Bears, I
pissed me
get it.
off.
For the Bears, I get it. It's a rivalry. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And see, Dad's in the chat saying, "Hold on, I love it." Of course, of course. It should be a Bear Packer thing. It should be a Bear Packer thing. I get it. I get it. I understand. If they started where if the Green Bay Packers every time we beat the Bears had bear traps around their neck, I'd love it. I'd be so bought in. But if we showed up and started bringing, or if other teams, per se, the Ravens go in and they beat the the Bears, they have bear traps around their neck. That's cringe. That's stupid. That's not entertaining or fun, honestly. And uh, honestly, the only person who probably deserved to wear it was Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley literally only had 100 yards passing, 16 for 20, one touchdown. Malik Willis had a better game, 18 for 20, 288 yards and one tud. Malik Willis had 3 tuds total because he had 2 on the ground because he was our leading rusher. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Packers O line.
They suck.
Uh, so I had to get up and teach Alex a little something about offensive line while we were watching the game. I said, "Hey, watch this." Right? Because what had happened is our starting right guard, who I don't even know who it is. Who is it?
Anthony Belton or Aaron Banks. Is it Aaron Banks?
No, Aaron Banks is our left guard.
Was it
I don't
Belton?
know. Hang on. Starting Packers.
Or
Because it gets moved
Morgan?
around every week. It's normally Jordan Morgan.
I think it was Belton, maybe.
I don't know who it was this week.
All sorts.
Let me check. I'm Googling it. Jordan Morgan? Nope. Not last week. Hang on.
Look at the stat sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Hang on. Because this is very important information. Let's see. Right guard. Anthony Belton. You were right, Tanner.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jordan Morgan was playing right tackle. Anthony Belton was right guard. Sean Ryan was our frickin' center.
Bro, that guy
Holy
needs to go.
crap. That sucked. He's a better guard than he is a center, guaranteed. Aaron Banks and Rasheed Walker. Thank God for those guys because holy crap. Okay. For those of you
Banks
just
isn't even
watching
that good.
Aaron Banks is better than people are giving him credit for. He just gets bad matchups on the interior. For example, if Sean Ryan blows the coverage, most of the time Aaron Banks is the one who has to bail him out. But let's get into this offensive line because I'm like so mental when it comes to offensive line play. For those of you who didn't know, I played offensive line for 15 years at all 3 levels. Pee-wee, Pee-wee, college, and high school. Started almost every game. I love offensive line. I can dissect an offensive line. I love offensive line. When I saw this outrageous play, so Anthony Belton had to go and bail out Jordan Morgan. So you know how the guard's normally supposed to play inside? Jordan Morgan pass set this way, and Anthony Belton had to slip behind and cover on the outside because that's how terrible Jordan Morgan is. I'm actually baffled by how bad Jordan Morgan is that they have to scheme and they have to take away from our interior blocking to go and compensate. This is as far as I'll go, but I'm not exactly happy about the O-line play. And in fact, I'm extremely angry and yeah. Sorry. I'm going to stop ranting cuz it's really making me angry.
Yeah, we could probably go all night about the Packers, but I just want to add one more thing. I agree with you. It's incredibly frustrating, especially given the fact that it's not like we've ignored the O-line. We have put a lot of investment in the O-line, and to be fair, Zach Tom, Elton Jenkins don't play in this game. But the fact that we, like all these guys, Jordan Morgan, a first-round pick. Anthony Belton, second-round pick. Aaron Banks, $20 million per year free agent signing. Like, you expect a little bit more from these guys, and we have definitely not gotten it from them.
Yeah, Jordan Love's been one of the highest pressured quarterbacks in the entire NFL when he's playing, so it's just not it's not working. And Goody loves his O-line picks. but it has not worked out in the Packers' favor so far, and that's definitely a place of weakness. All right, this game, Alex, I know you have thoughts about this one. 17-20 Dolphins over Buccaneers.
Oh my gosh, what on earth happened to the Bucks, dude? Like this is wow. So I got an uncle who's a Bucks fan. His name is Mike. And I just know he's not happy about this at all. All right. Let me give you guys some stats because I got the stats to back. The Bucks have now lost 8 of their last 10 games. They're stuck playing Carolina for the division, which they're not going to win that game at all, especially if they play like this. Baker threw 2 picks in that game, as you can see on your screen. But remember in September when he was the early MVP favorite? Life comes at you fast, dude. Life comes at you fast. Bucky Irving, as you can see on your screen, was a no-show, 19 yards. Mike Evans was a no-show, 31 yards receiving. Quinn Ewers had a 118 passer rating. If you are allowing that passer rating to a 7th round rookie, you got to hang it up at that point. That's just yeah, horns up.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
Yeah, what a performance from Quinn, honestly.
After an embarrassing last week, but that was his first start, so.
You have to imagine a loss next week in that battle with Carolina is going to result in Todd Bowles being fired. And we're going to talk about hot seat this week on actual Toxic Couch, but it just the locker room is lost and you can tell.
Yeah, what a fall off, dude.
Yeah. No, the Bucks are just cooked. Todd Bowles is coordinator reliant. He's had 2 offensive coordinators in a row that became head coaches, and this last one just wasn't it. And that since then it's just fallen off. And he's not. I mean, he wasn't a good coach with the Jets. We thought maybe he was a good coach, but also if you're a defensive head coach, your defense should be able to hold Quinn Ewers to like win you the game, and it just didn't happen. So I agree with you.
Man.
Too bad.
Yeah. All right.
Bad
that
game.
Sucks. Bad game. Good for the Dolphins. We didn't actually get to watch that game because we were at the Colts game. Oh, we'll get to that game. Hang on 1 second. Come on, baby. All right, next. Blowout.
Drake May.
MVP
this
Drake
dude
May
was benched midway through the 3rd quarter because he had just thrown 5 touchdowns.
Drake May genuinely, especially after how Matt Stafford played tonight, MVP. I doubt he's playing next week.
He was
right?
19 for 21 too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I didn't mention this. Malik Willis
see
was
that stat line there.
Yeah, Malik Willis was dead accurate all night for the Packers. He went 11 straight completions to start the game. I forgot to mention that. Malik is great. We'll talk more Malik Willis at some point.
157 passer rating. That's darn near perfect.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, this was just a show your muscles kind of game for the Patriots because I mean there was the Jets are terrible. I mean, you at least would hope there's some fight in a division game, but the Jets are just terrible. How can you have 0 interceptions and you have a defensive head coach?
That's insane. And then Travion Henderson coming off of an injury had a quiet game, but like Drake May made up for it. So, and it's not even like they have Stephon Diggs as their number 1 receiver. It's not like they have anybody else who's shockingly showing up. Hunter Henry, sure, but they don't have any wide receivers that you're like, oh, that's a guy. Now here's a guy who's the best that's ever lived. No, they don't have that. It's kind of the island of misfit toys over there, isn't it?
But yes, that's true. But the Patriots wide receivers are very underrated. There is some real talent in that room, And Stephon Diggs, I think, is great for that locker room because it gives them some experience. So it it makes it feel like all these young guys that have a lot of talent, like Kyle Williams and I get like you said, it does feel like it's a bunch of misfits, but there is talent in that wide receiver core, and they are able to score, and they're able to catch these beautiful balls from Drake May, he's my fantasy quarterback, love him to death. I didn't win it this year, but still love him to death. The Patriots are, I think they're for real, and it may not be their year this year. They're still, I think, a year behind schedule, or not a year behind schedule, but they still like this
In
year was
terms of
supposed
rebuild,
to.
they're
Yes,
so
this
ahead
year
of schedule.
they're ahead of schedule. So like, if this, I don't know if this year will be the year, but they are a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, you're very
Yep.
right. They got an underrated receiving corpse. Efton Chisholm, undrafted rookie, now has more touchdowns on the year than Matthew Golden.
All right. Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah.
Just
we could do a whole hour episode about the Packers, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
I-
was
honestly,
embarrassing.
This was terrible.
Steelers. Miles Garrett said after the game, he said that because Miles didn't break the sack record during this game, and they very clearly tried to stop him. Miles said they were too concerned trying to stop him from getting the sack record that all they did was give up the win,
Yeah.
which Cleveland got off to a really good start. Shador didn't look great. Didn't look great against a hurt Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
But Aaron Rodgers didn't either, and I love that man. But that was kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
He's without his number one receiver.
Yeah, because he's an
And-
idiot. Not gonna lie, but
And MVS and Adam Thielen, honestly, are two old guys who can't hold a job down. Unless
That's
they're
true.
being thrown, unless you've got Aaron Rodgers throwing to them. That's the only time MVS has really held a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to get their tight ends more involved. I know Art Smith hates throwing to tight ends, but
Yeah.
they have to get tight ends more involved.
Darnell Washington broke his arm in this game.
RIP. That'll hurt them a lot.
Yeah. No, so
Unless he'll play in a cast, which
I think it's not too bad, but yeah, I feel bad for the Steelers. I mean, I was kind of rooting. I'm rooting for Aaron Rodgers, and I was hoping they would win this game so they could clinch the division. But now they gotta sweat it out next week, and I hope they win it.
It honestly, it could go either way. I could
Yeah.
see it going either way. If Derrick Henry plays like he did last week, Steelers don't stand a chance.
Yeah,
Literally, there's no chance for these Steelers if that's the case. All right, let's see.
Chin cam.
What was the next one? Was that our game? Oh, it was. Okay, hang on.
Oh boy! All right, Alex. I'm
Let me-
hoping this
let-
is your time to shine.
Let me switch the screen. Give me 1 second. Hang on. I've got one. I've got something for you. Yay! There we go. How about that? That's a good picture. As soon as it pops up. Is it popping up?
It
Did
is
it
not
pop up?
popping up.
Oh, come on. Jeez Louise.
Not popping up.
Pop up.
We're going up.
Do we have it now?
Yeah.
Hey, here it comes.
yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes. That's a picture. That's a good one right there.
Man,
that's my face.
The way that was terrible timing. Come on, man.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. It's a good picture, Alex.
That is not
It's a
good
good
picture.
picture.
I have my tongue out. No.
Such a good picture. How about
Come
this one?
on.
This one's better. Relax. So obviously, we sat front row in the end zone, right above Pat McAfee's box, actually,
Mhm.
at the Luke. Alex, you're the Colts fan. It was your 21st birthday. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was
Oh.
very depressed. That is a beautiful looking fish.
It was a walleye. I was freaking out. I was sending pictures to Coach Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so loud. Sorry. Jeez, my bad. Good morning. Good morning.
Did you put that
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube?
No, these are all the clips that I got that are going up on YouTube, though.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Being able to see Pat McAfee, he took his shirt off on multiple occasions. That was really
That
funny.
was fun.
So
Um,
wait, was he like right above you guys, and you guys
No,
were just
below
watching
us.
him?
So
Okay.
they have boxes on the field.
yeah.
Um,
Oh,
greatest mascot in sports.
Oh yeah,
Hang on,
Blue was
let me
very
get
fun to
it.
watch. Blue had his shirt
Blue,
off on multiple occasions as well.
yes, Blue was by us almost every single time. Um, yeah, he was genuinely a takeaway that I have from this game, just from the people in Indy.
Yeah.
Um, this is a pretty funny clip. We'll save it for the actual video. Let me see. Oh, yep. Here, this is a bad one. This is a good one. So that is us on the Fox broadcast.
that's crazy.
There we are. So I was saying, boo, man. Pat McAfee stopped and talked to every kid who came over to him. That was insanely cool. Carly Ursay stopped and talked not to every kid, but every fan who
Mhm.
said hi. Very clearly an organization that does care about their fans now, I think. Pat McAfee, great dude from everything that I saw from watching the game.
Yeah.
He got electric on multiple occasions. Yeah, it was, yeah, man. It was so cool. What an experience every time they kicked here. Fun moment was when Trevor Lawrence pointed at us. Hang on, I'm gonna go find that video really quick. If I don't crash the stream first, because my laptop can't run all of this crap at once. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go find that video of Trevor Lawrence. Alex, talk to me about the game though, like as a whole, from what we watched.
So the game itself, we our O line once again actually played pretty good considering that we had two people out. Philip Rivers was sacked what, once, twice? The
Twice, I believe.
yeah. The defense
Hang on,
actually somewhat showed up and gave the Jaguars a run for their money. They forced a fumble, did a whole bunch of other cool things. Jermaine Pratt managed to get an interception. It's kind of too little, too late though. Uh, I wish we were able to do that same thing against Brock Purdy, but it's okay. It's okay. Um,
Brock Purdy's great, so.
Offensively, we look great, even with a 44-year-old who managed to put on a show for his last game.
oh heck yeah, he did not. Okay, I'll talk about it. I'll
Yeah.
talk about it when we get there.
Alec
Once we get to this,
Pierce and Josh Downs once again had great games. I
JT,
think those are our two main guys going forward. We can have I can have a talk about Michael Pittman later, but Jonathan Taylor was able to get in for a touchdown. He played great.
right in front of us, the JT touchdown happened.
Yeah, that was so much fun to see.
Hang on, let me. I can't find the T-Log clip. I will pull up the JT clip though, because
Sorry.
I can find that. It was literally right in front of us.
But yeah,
Let's see.
we ended up giving the Jaguars a run for their money as a spoiler, which was so much fun to see. But I want to talk about towards the end. The fourth quarter, there were like 2.5 minutes left in the game, and the Colts had all three timeouts, and Philip Rivers had just thrown an interception that didn't necessarily seal it because the Colts still had three timeouts. But you know what these fans do? Majority of them get up and leave.
I was so upset. You'll see that in the vlog that we put out, because I do have the clip of me. I went back and rewatched it. I said, they're all leaving. What the heck? What is happening? Why are they all leaving?
Yeah,
Because
no, you don't leave in a
why
moment
did
like
they
that.
all leave? Genuinely, why did they all leave?
They left because they are sick and tired of how things are being handled, even though it hasn't been Rivers' fault for a majority of the season or anyone's fault on the offensive side. That was just a bad play. Phillip Rivers had been doing great the rest of the game. And yeah, the fans really disgust me. There's been, like I said before, there's been such a culture change with the players, and we just got to find a way to put the what's the word I'm looking for? Make that culture change with the fans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that I think Carly might play a responsibility in that. But you know who needs to hype up the crowd more is Blue. Like Blue was doing all this other fun stuff with a bunch of people, but the crowd was dead silent. Like it's not that hard to just go like,
Yeah, bro.
you're the mascot. It is your job to get these people riled up more than anything else.
Yes, sir.
You'll
That's
see
true.
other mascots in our division do that. You got Toro doing that. You got Jackson DeVille doing that. Those fans bring the juice solely because of them. Colts Blue's got to do his job.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not finding the
Yeah.
video, so you'll have to be on the lookout for the vlog that I upload. I have to start editing that either tonight or tomorrow. Probably not tonight because it's going to be a freaking pain.
Yeah, it's
Freaking
okay.
pain in the neck.
Colton, I want to address a
Hang on.
question that you were asking me, and that is,
Yeah.
what do you do if you're the Colts going forward into like next year? And what I've said in response is, and this is what Adam Schefter is reporting is actually going to end up happening, is the Colts are expected to extend Daniel Jones into next season because he will be
Good,
ready
because
for training
that's what
camp.
should happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And from what it seems, the Colts are just going to run it back with their guys and hope and pray that they don't get injured again. Which it's the right move on paper, but it's just the Chris Ballard way, and the Chris Ballard way has not been working for the past 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm divided on that decision a little bit.
I mean, what else? I mean, you trade. I mean, the Sauce Gardner move could still work out, but you trade away your 2 first-round picks, so you can't really do much else. It's not
No,
like you have draft
schematically, we
capital.
are a completely better defense when he is on the field.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is something I noticed. They were in man defense every single time up until Sauce got re-hurt and left the game, didn't come back on the field. When Sauce got hurt, what wound up happening is they went right back to zone, and then Trevor started cooking them. If Sauce
Yeah.
would have been on the field, it's a different defensive game because they would not even throw it Sauce's direction.
No.
Sauce did not get cooked, I don't think, once during that entire game, unless they were in zone, genuinely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Sauce
I don't know.
is a legitimate weapon on man coverage, and that's something I've been noticing. It's something I definitely noticed in the Germany game. But yeah,
Yep.
that's yeah. This was fun to watch.
Here's another. Yeah, totally a
Yes.
fun game. And honestly, this is another one that we could literally continuously go on for hours. So let's just keep it rolling because it is getting late because it's called late night. Ha ha ha. Tennessee Titans go down to the New Orleans Saints 26-34. I don't think there's any shockers there. Cam Ward and Tyler Shook both making their cases to be franchise quarterbacks, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
the
both
biggest-
had great
Um,
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway from
Yep.
that game is that they both, I think, are the answer. Or both deserve a shot next year, and more than next year to be their franchise quarterback. And I think they've proven that both of them can be a franchise quarterback. And
Yep.
I think they, yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway from that game.
I got a little bit of a stat for you guys. Cam Ward is now the only quarterback this season to have played every single snap for their team.
That's crazy. Availability
Yeah,
is
that
the
is
best
crazy.
ability.
Mm-hmm. especially
Titans
when
definitely
you're
have-
a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, they have a guy that they can build around for sure.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't think that there's any questions there. If you're the Titans, I hope you go O-line or edge rusher in the first round, right?
Yep.
Titans could literally
That-
go anything besides quarterback in the first round, and I would say it's
Yeah.
a good pick.
Yeah, maybe running back. This game was 0-0, then 3-3. Ay, ay, ay. And then finally the Seahawks turned it up in the third and fourth quarter. But it was a snooze fest for the first half.
I still can't tell
Um,
whether or not I trust Bryce Young in big moments.
I can't tell if I trust Sam Darnold in big moments. So yeah, this
Good point.
Charbonnet went off. Rico Dowdle did not. JSN did not. And Tet
9
McMillan was
catches is
nowhere.
good. 9 catches is going off. I don't care how many yards it was.
Yeah, I don't know. No tuds. Tet McMillan was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, the Seahawks team, I think, is just the Panthers aren't even that
Mm.
bad of a team, but I think the Seahawks team is just like in a different realm, a different tier of teams.
For
and-
defense. Oh yeah, I
yeah, for
agree.
defense.
Definitely
Mhm.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
caliber. I'm with you. I don't know.
And this is just it's just been the problem with the Panthers all year. They can beat the Packers and the Rams, but they can lose to like the Saints or
Exactly.
anybody. They can win, they can beat everybody, but they can also just lose to everybody. So
Burrow had a game against
No
the
playoff
Cardinals. who won't-
implications. This was just an
Too little, too
opportunity
late.
for Joe Burrow to show other teams his trade value.
Yeah, I agree. Chase Brown has turned it up since Burrow's gotten back. Jamar, obviously, no wonder he's turned it up.
Mhm.
This Cardinals team will never win another game. I'm
No,
convinced.
yeah. No,
This
I've been
Cardinals
telling
team
you
is
that.
terrible.
I've said that literally every
hey,
episode of Toxic. Couch.
I literally have been saying this since the season started. I've always thought that the Cardinals were frauds. I could see them cutting Kyler Murray literally when they drafted him.
the Tank Bowl.
Yes, let's talk the Tank Bowl. Max Crosby reportedly back in the building today. Crazy update on that. We'll keep you updated for weekly stories because it's still developing. Raiders now have an 80% chance to get the #1 overall pick. If you're the Raiders, do you keep Pete Carroll or not?
I fire
No.
his
No.
old bum.
No. And we're gonna talk
I-
hot seat this week. I
Yeah.
have a whole new segment exclusive for this week dedicated to the hot seat. Spoiler alert.
I have a prediction for
Hmm.
this. Actually, I predict that Pete Carroll won't be fired, but he's just going to retire. I think he's just going to retire, and like they won't fire him, but he's just going to like retire and be like, I'm done before. They
Isn't
can
that what
fire him.
happened last time with the Seahawks? Literally the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he actually got fired with the Seahawks.
No, he didn't. He was never officially fired because he
Yeah.
moved in. He retired from being the head coach and moved into better football opportunities. That was the exact press release.
Yeah.
He was never fired from the Seahawks organization because he still worked in the building the year after, and he handpicked the head coach that followed him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I think
he was
so.
actually never fired. He retired and moved on to better things.
Yeah, I think we'll see a similar situation, but I think that I don't think the Raiders want him back in the building, though. I mean, I think I mean, Pete Carroll is still Pete Carroll. He's a great head coach, but it was just a failed experiment. I don't think it changes.
I don't
his
think it was a
legacy.
failed experiment. I think that the Raiders roster was never ready to go.
No,
No.
it was
they
never ready
acted
to
like
go.
they were, and they believed that they were, but they weren't.
No, and Geno Smith, it was never ready to go. And they
Yeah.
would never be able to recreate the magic that he had that one random season where he went off.
Yeah.
This game came down to a point, to an extra, to a 2-point attempt where Josh Allen
Yeah,
missed.
Josh Allen's stupid.
Wow, that's MVP Josh Allen, by the way. And well, let's not talk. You're saying Josh Allen is stupid, but the Eagles only put up 13 points on offense. So like maybe, and wait, one of them was the scoop and score. So they
Mhm.
literally, they did not score a touchdown on offense. Hi, Boba.
Hi, Boba.
Oh, don't step on the stream.
No,
Don't step on the
Dallas.
stream.
I think Dallas Goddard caught a touchdown.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know. Check the stats real quick.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but
Okay,
still, I
so-
mean, they had no pass.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts did not complete a pass in the second half. Like that's a true stat.
This offense is scary, terrible. Jalen Hurts if you know how we talked about Joe Burrow possibly going to the Lions. I could see the Eagles trading for somebody to get rid of Jalen Hurts.
Bro,
I could totally see that happening. I could totally see it happening. I'm going out on a limb. Jalen Hurts is not the guy for them, and he never was. I don't care. The Super Bowl, it was not him. He was carried by his defense.
bro.
I am anti Jalen Hurts. All right, it's time to talk about the
I
Bears.
disagree with that. Very, I disagree with that, but
Understandable. Understandable.
I swear the NFL
No, go ahead,
gives
Tanner.
us a game of the year every week.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been one of those years. Tanner, do you want to talk about Jalen Hurts for a second, or
no, I disagree with that. I mean, my biggest offense to him, he wins games. When they need him, he does it when they need him, and I think he's a good fit for Philadelphia. I don't necessarily think that it's even his fault, the offensive struggles. I think a lot of it is the offensive coordinator, and I think
Kevin
I just-
Patullo,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Kevin
yeah.
Patullo.
But I mean, I'm not saying okay, yeah, Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, like we were talking about earlier, they're definitely better than Jalen. But I mean, Jalen won you a
But-
Super Bowl, so
But Tanner, here's my
and you're paying him already.
argument. Here's my
So you're
argument.
telling me you're gonna trade him and pay Joe Burrow too?
No, because they would be trading similar contracts, so it's not like it would be too big of a difference. I would do a 1-for-1 trade even, but here's the problem here. Is every single year we have to have conversations about Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown butting heads. Every single year we have to have conversations about Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni butting heads. Every single year we have to hear how the locker room is in dysfunction. And the thing is that I can tell you right now it's not AJ Brown's fault, because the thing is that all of the reports indicate that AJ Brown is the one that the offense rallies around, not Jalen Hurts. All reports indicate that Saquon Barkley and AJ Brown are the two leaders in that locker room for the offense, or Lane Johnson, right? Nobody has ever, I don't think, called Jalen Hurts a good leader, and that's a problem. He has a hot head. He has opinions that he is not afraid to share. He has an attitude, and it's not a very good one at that. Unlike Joe Burrow, who can normally back up his attitude, Jalen Hurts often puts up games where he cannot.
Yeah.
Now, you do say that Jalen Hurts has been to, what, 3 Super Bowls?
2.
2?
Yeah,
Jalen's been to 1-1. Burrow's been to 1, lost 1. So I guess if you're talking rings, but I'm very anti Jalen Hurts. And I think that I would take probably 15 quarterbacks in the NFL over Jalen Hurts any day. And that's probably the hottest take you're going to get from me.
yeah. All right,
The
game of
Bears.
the year.
The Bears.
Bears.
Talk about a
Don't
game.
suck.
Okay. The Bears do not suck. And here's the thing that scares me the most as a Packers fan. The Bears got lucky, and they kept getting lucky. They almost got lucky during this game. But the thing is that the Bears have taken that luck, and they've taken it to them believing that they're good. And that's the worst thing that could ever happen to the Green Bay Packers, is the Bears finally believe that they're good. That sucks. That sucks, because if the Bears believe that they're good, they are going to be good. And they are going to be good for the long run. Now, I'm going to take another opportunity to hate on a quarterback here. Caleb Williams missed key throws. This game should have been a shutout for the Bears. Should have been a lights out offensive performance, which it already was. But in key moments where Ben Johnson schemed up this offense perfectly, you had guys wide open left and right that would have kept this game going the whole time. Caleb Williams missed those. And if I'm a Bears fan right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking at Caleb Williams and I'm saying, hey, man, there are rookie quarterbacks. There are other second-year quarterbacks that are thriving right now making those throws. And I know that I'm like a generational Caleb Williams hater, but if you watch the same film that I did and you know it's bad when he's getting called out by Chris Collinsworth, the biggest glazer of all time. Like it was rough. It was really rough in the big moments. Caleb Williams has all the talent in the world, it feels like, but then he will miss a throw or he will not see an open player. He has all the talent in the world, but none of the vision, in my opinion.
Alex?
I'm going to flip the conversation. I'm so sorry, guys. And I'm going to talk about the Niners and Brock Purdy. Oh, my gosh. Where do I even start with Brock? This dude is amazing.
He's him.
And genuinely
He's that
think
guy.
he will be throwing passes in the Super Bowl this year.
No,
Yeah, but they're going to do what the Niners do best and lose Super Bowls if he makes it. So I wouldn't be too concerned about this Niners team.
all right, I got to respond
I don't
to
know,
Colton.
man. What, Tanner?
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
You go ahead. You're going to actually, Alex, finish your thought, and then I got to respond to Colton. And Alex, actually.
All I really want to see out of this Niners is more pass rush and more defense. I know they're banged up, but but people still got to step it up and make some plays on the defensive side. Which, yeah, they got to do that if I really want to see them in the Super Bowl. Which that's an easy adjustment to make for the playoffs, and if anyone can do it, it's Robert Saleh. So, yeah.
Heck of a defensive coordinator, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Saleh's great, and
he'll make some switch
possibly
ups for the playoffs, and I can't wait
Yeah,
to see what they are.
they are looking at getting some key guys back too. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking because it's too late at night. Who's coming back for them next in 2 weeks? Fred Warner. Fred Warner's coming back in
Fred
2
Warner.
weeks for them. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
Tanner.
okay. Okay, I want to respond to you. I agree with you. Yes, Caleb Williams has some key throws. But if I'm watching that game, I am not thinking as a Packers fan, I hate to say this, I am a Caleb Williams defender. I was a Caleb Williams hater, but these past, especially after he did that against us last week, I am starting to become a little bit of a defender. And you can, for me as a watcher, I did not turn the TV off and say, "Oh, the reason why they lost that game was Caleb Williams." No, the reason why they're in that
Ooh.
game was Caleb Williams making plays.
Okay.
And he did, and like you said, he missed some key throws. And I watched those too. And yeah, if he would have hit those, they probably would have won. But also, the reason why they were even in that game was because of the throws that he was making, of the the crazy long touchdowns. I mean, Brock Purdy and him had an epic shootout, and like Alex said, Brock Purdy is. I think we can officially say after this game that Brock Purdy is not just a system quarterback. He's not
No.
Mr. Irrelevant. He is. He can be a great quarterback, and he definitely proved it in this game that he can put the team on his shoulders and actually win a game rather than the team putting him on their shoulders and winning a game.
That was one of the best off-schedule throws I have ever seen in my life. When he
Yes.
rolled out left,
Yes.
gets 4 defenders to fall and think that he's about to run it into the end zone. And then before he crosses the line, that
Bro,
was
And then Chris
insane.
found a way to make it about Mahomes.
That
Yeah, don't let's let's not talk about that. That was stupid.
I
But he was joking on himself when he
yes,
said it. It was kind of funny.
he's like, I like the memes. No, bro, I'm
Yep.
sitting here on the couch. I literally stand up and I scream. And I scream, that is the whitest juke I've ever seen in my entire life when that play happened. Dude, just I
Okay.
mean, it was like a Looney Tunes, like just like that guy had put him on a swivel. It was that was a crazy play. I thought he was running in for a
Can
touchdown. He
I
just like, threw. Yep, go ahead.
can I flip the field one more time and say something positive about the Bears? I'm gonna say something positive about this Bears team. Despite Williams missing throws, their defense can get hot on weeks, and I do see this Bears team making a deep playoff run. I actually, if they're this fiery, I can even see them going to the Super Bowl this year, and I can see them competing with an AFC team for sure. Um, Absolutely. With how fragile some of these AFC teams have been this year, I could absolutely see the Bears. I mean, they've proven time in and time out that they can get lucky. And I genuinely think the Bears might luck their way to a winning Super Bowl. Do you think Bears fans were happy when they beat the Packers? Imagine they make it to the Super Bowl and win. Packers fans are never hearing the end of it, even if they didn't play.
No, the amount of like the Bears fans that come out of like the bear hole when the Bears are good is insane.
The Bear Den.
The bear den.
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting there in a restaurant in Florida, and watching not even well, okay, I was watching the game. We're sitting in a section like the dining room, and then like there's a hallway that leads into like the room where like the bar is, and like all you can hear is just these Bears fans. As soon as the Bears make a great play, it's just they're cheering so loud and stuff. And I'm like, dude, we're like maybe 1,000 miles away from Illinois, and there are this many Bears fans here, and they're getting loud and they're cheering, which is great. Honestly, it's good. I'm glad they're happy. But I was like, they're good and they are coming out hot.
So the thing is so we're gonna uh Biggie in the chat. He's saying that he's gonna represent the team to his dying breath. I want to jump off of this though. This is something I learned at Indy. I'm gonna say another hot take because apparently I just am spitting them out tonight. I am gonna say that 90% of the people who watch the NFL actually have no idea what football is or how it works. And how it works from a locker room and how it works day in and day out. For example, we had a Colts staffer, a Lucas Oil staffer, come and sit next to us in the front row watching the game. And then he was asking me questions. And I was like, how? You work here. You're around the team every day. What do you mean you're asking me questions? They were like, well, he asked me, he said, well, why did that happen? And I said, because the Jaguars want to run more time off the clock. So they denied it so that they can get a first down and end the game. Like that kind of knowledge seems like obvious to me. Probably seems obvious to you guys.
Mhm.
But then Alex, do you remember those two drunk ladies that came up behind us? And were just like hooting and hollering at the
Yeah.
very end of the game, and they were like,
Yeah.
"What's happening? What is this? What's happening?"
That's because they were wasted, Coley.
They would, if I'm wasted, I can still tell you if it's cover 3 or man. If I'm wasted,
congratulations, but
I'm seeing
alcohol
the game
affects
like
everyone
Philip Rivers.
differently.
But I get it. But if I'm plastered, I still know how football works. Like I'm not that stuff is either built into you or it's not, and it's you either learn it or you don't. There are a lot of people who watch football and just this is probably how people feel about me watching hockey is like, "Oh, all you care about is goals going in the net." You're right, I do when it comes to hockey because I like turning my brain off. I don't have to think about a man or a zone defense in hockey, even though they exist. I don't think about it. I have started to because I watch more hockey, but that's besides the point. There are fans out there that have no idea what's going on with football. There are
Mhm.
fans who don't understand. There are fans that see what's happening, and it's weird. It's just I don't know. And after I would say 50% of the fans left Lucas Oil.
Yeah.
While there was 3 minutes left, Colts had 3 timeouts. It was a 3-point game. 50% of the fans left. I
Mhm.
I actually lost a lot of my faith in sports culture because I
Mhm.
realized that a lot of people who were there were probably just like, "Oh, let's go watch a Colts game. We're from Indianapolis. Let's go watch the Colts. Tickets are $40. Why not? Throw on some blue." Like I'm sure that there are a lot of real fans out there, but there are so many fake fans too. And the thing is that when a team does really good, the fake fans come out of the water. When a team when a team does bad, those fake fans go away, but the real fans stay, you know? Like like uh dad in the chat, Biggie, he's always repping Bears, no matter how bad they are,
Yeah.
right? He's watching every game, no matter how bad they are.
Mhm.
There are certain people who watch sports consistently, no matter how bad their team is. That's just
Yep.
I'm blown away by the amount that people don't know. There were season ticket holders who were sitting next to us who had no idea what they were talking about. No idea.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little privileged because I get to cover sports twice a week, but that's just me. Sorry.
Let's
I'm in a ranty
go.
mood. I'm in a
No, you're
ranty
good.
No,
mood.
it's
It's
a val.
fun.
These are valid rants. Sorry that
Yeah.
I'm not in more of a ranty mode.
No, it's
No,
late.
no, I'm in a ranty mood. I had another rant I was going to talk about, but I forgot. I've got one more. Hang on. This is my last one, I promise. Because it happened in this Rams and Falcons game. They need to stop calling illegal formation on the tackles who are too far back off the line of scrimmage. It
Yeah, that's
ruins plays, it
ridiculous.
ruins games. It is the most ridiculous call. At every single level of the sport, they will go over to the sideline and they will give you a warning. At every single level of the sport, you are taught to cheat back as far as you can as an offensive lineman. And
Mhm.
they are throwing these penalties and throwing games every single time in key moments. That Puka Nacua catch got called back because illegal formation because he was lined up 2 inches too far back. I
No, the refs were
it's
intentionally giving that game to Atlanta,
oh
and you know why?
oh
You know how I
absolutely.
can prove that is because of the Tutu Atwell interference, no call.
Literally.
Tutu Atwell
Now,
was so clearly interfered with, and I actually have a replay right here. Did we all see that?
Yeah.
yes, I
I
saw it.
Yeah,
No.
no. That was just I think this goes down to the referees, and I think that the NFL really needs to these games are getting more important every year, and it's hard. And I'm not saying that the referees, like, could I go out there and be a referee? Probably not. Like, it's not an easy job by any means, but these referees, I think, need more training, and I think they also need um more help. Like,
But
with
they can't.
technology.
That's the thing, Tanner. They literally can't because the NFL, because the refs union is the one who employs them and the NFL pays the union,
Yeah.
they cannot talk to the referees from the last moment of the Super Bowl to August. They can't even talk. You know how players have to come in
Oh,
for
really?
mandatory minicamp? They can't even. There is 90% of the year where they are making rules where they cannot talk to these refs. And then the refs have no accountability because the union won't let them. The refs got the sweetest deal in history. They get paid and no accountability for any of their mistakes. None.
Wow.
They don't even get a talking to because the refs union will not let them get through. Yeah, a show that's done a really good job covering this has been Pat McAfee, believe it or not. He has covered the crap out of this. So actually, at the end of this season, there is a new deal between the refs and the NFL, and they are at a standstill right now because they literally can't get an agreement done because the NFL wants more accountability, the refs want more money, and the refs say, and the NFL says we'll give you more money, but you need accountability, and then the refs are like, I don't think so. Oh, we lost
Ye-
Tanner.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, and you could so clearly see it too.
Yeah.
In this
Yep.
one, that was just one example.
Yeah, but heck, stupid good game though. Kirk Cousins is still that guy. Bijan Robinson, still that guy.
Bijan Robinson had the longest touchdown in franchise history today.
Yes, 94 yards.
93.
Are we gonna get
I
Tanner
thought.
back? It was 94.
Oh, it was 94. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had another touchdown too. They had a defensive touchdown. Matthew Stafford now has tied for the most pick sixes in a career in NFL history. He is tied with Brett Favre.
Yes, Brett Favre.
Yes.
Oh man, it's been a crazy week in the NFL.
Yeah. Discussion question: is Matt Stafford? Did he just throw away the MVP?
Yes. Yeah, it's 100% Drake May now.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened to Tanner. Oh, his phone died.
Oh no.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
coming
we might
back.
not
He's
be
coming
getting
back.
him back.
Don't worry.
He is.
No, he's coming back. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back. Kind of a disappointing game from Puka Nacua, but he had that insane catch. 2 insane catches called back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Puka.
Sorry about
Hey,
that.
welcome back. No, you're okay.
Welcome back, Rayman.
Alex, I would ask Rain Man this question too.
Oh yeah, I forgot what it was for a moment. Did Matthew Stafford just throw away the MVP?
Can you pull up? Okay, actually, can you do me a favor? Can you please pull up Drake May's stats?
Yeah, I can
on the
read them back to
season?
you
Yes. What are they?
on the season.
Because I have a pretty good idea what Stafford's are, but I'm curious, especially after that Jets game. What
Tanner, you're sideways right now.
4,203 yards, 4,203 yards, 30 touchdowns, 8 picks, 112 passer rating for Drake May.
I don't think he threw it away, but I think it's more of a coin flip now. That's my opinion.
Meanwhile,
you still get Matthew Stafford.
4,448 yards, 42 to 8 touchdown interception ratio with 108 passer rating.
I think Stafford has the stats, but you can say that I think it's more of a coin flip now, considering that Drake May has his team possibly maybe after next week as the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And I think Stafford, unfortunately, I think that he just happens to be so in like the best division of football. It's like the NFC North last year, where their team is gonna be 12-5, and they're somehow not gonna win their division. So I think that they'll be 3rd in their division. So I think that you could go either way for Stafford, or I would still say Stafford, just because I think that that touchdown interception ratio is really good. And I think when you throw 40 touchdowns, especially as Stafford is a pure pocket passer. Like the only one that's like a great pure pocket passer that's left, in my opinion. I think that he could probably still the MVP, but like I said, I think it's more of a coin flip now. It's not just like, oh, Stafford's definitely the MVP. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you if you say Drake May is.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about the bests, I do have a question for the two of you. And my question is, who is the best team in football right now? Who is the team that has the best chance to go all the way?
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't even tell you. I am going to be so honest, I can't tell you right now.
I agree, but way too early. Who's your pick for the Super Bowl? Who's the best team right now? Best overall team. I have a team in mind, but I'm going to wait for you guys.
I gotta think about this.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough choice. So for reference, we've got all of our teams who are currently clinched in the playoffs, which would be, let's see. Um, Hang on, I'm pulling up a list right now.
It would be
So we've got the Broncos, the Texans, the Chargers, the Packers. We have the Jaguars. We have the Patriots. We have the Seahawks. We have the Bears. We have the Eagles, and we have the Rams and Niners and Bills. I'm sorry, I missed the Bills.
For me, I want to say the Seahawks.
Ooh.
They have a great defense. I think they have a great coach. I am a true believer in Sam Darnold. I get he may have bad halves. He may have a bad quarter, but I believe in his talent. I believe in even if he does have a bad half or quarter for his team to bail him out. They have good receivers. They have good running backs. They have good offensive line. They're the one team that I look at and I don't think they have a hole. I don't think they have a liability in that Sam Darnold may have a bad game, but I don't think they have a hole. And I also want to say too, though, whoever wins that game, the Seahawks Niners game next week, I think that's probably my Super Bowl pick because the Niners beat them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my last thing. I'm like, I just want to see that defense like shut down and like that team, not even necessarily shut down, but them win that game. Because that's the one thing I worry about the Niners, their defense, not because of Robert Saleh. But we did see last night that Sunday night game, even though their defense did not play great that entire game when it mattered most, they came up big. So
Okay, Alex, well, I give you more time to think about it. I'm going to go a little broader here. I'm going to go with my Super Bowl pick way too early. I will obviously have something a little bit more once I see who plays who. I am going to, right now, as of week 17, say that it is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Houston Texans. I
we're
think
going
that
AFC
is our
too.
Super Bowl. Well, no. I kind of flipped the table on you
Yeah.
because my original pick was the Houston Texans. They haven't. Their defense is just way too good for me to give up on. Will Anderson Jr. is top notch. Their defense is lights out crazy. But if you're talking about the most complete team in the NFL, you need to look at the 49ers. They have played with injuries all year, but their depth somehow has brought them to 12-4, and they are now in control of their own destiny to be the number one seed. They are the best team in the NFL. When Brock Purdy's healthy, top 5 quarterback. CMC, best running back in the NFL this year, no questions. CMC is the guy. And they have quite a 1-2 punch back there too. Ricky Pearsall has been great for them. You look and you see stars across the board. Their defense plays lights out normally, except for against the Bears. But then again, you're playing Ben Johnson, so I have to go with the Niners here. The Niners are my Super Bowl pick. I think that they're better than every team in the AFC right now.
See, there are like 8 teams that I'm trying to negotiate through right now. Holy crap. You guys are going to hate me for this. You guys are going to call me stupid. My pick for the Super Bowl is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they didn't have the greatest showing
That's
against
fair.
Indy offensively.
That's fair.
But Trevor Lawrence has been red hot. Liam Cohen, one of the best coaches in the NFL. Jacoby Myers, when he gets involved, is easily one of the best in football. Travis Etienne has been heating up. Their O-line has been consistent and is going to take them places. Their defense is so unbelievably slept on. Not one Pro Bowler when they got Devin Lloyd leading the ship, arguably the best linebacker in the NFL. Oh my goodness. This Jaguars team is going to be unstoppable. They put straight belt on Denver when they had not lost a home game all season. Are you kidding me?
No,
No.
100.
I don't see any other team winning it right now out of the AFC. Except maybe Buffalo, which Josh Allen has no excuses with Mahomes out this year. But right now, my pick is the Jacksonville Jaguars just because of how hot they are right now. Who knows? By then, another much hotter team will emerge. Maybe the Patriots will prove it wasn't just the schedule. Right now, my pick, just because of how hot they are, is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
think actually, because
I have no complaints.
I was gonna say because we were doing AFC, I think that my Super Bowl is Seahawks, Jacksonville. As weird as that sounds, I think that's the Super Bowl.
Hype. That would be such a
Can
hype
you
Super Bowl
imagine
for
how
the fans.
crazy Jacksonville
That's
would go?
great.
Bro, that would be an insane Super Bowl. What a weird Super Bowl. Seahawks, Jacksonville.
Can you
Jacksonville in the
imagine
Super
how
Bowl, though.
crazy the city of Jacksonville would go?
Yeah, oh yeah,
They
it'd
would
be
go-
crazy.
And it's
It would
not
go
like their
nuts.
fans are super annoying either.
No, they're super
No,
wholesome.
no.
They like football and they just have fun and they just go Duval.
They were kind of annoying. They were really annoying at the Colts game yesterday. Every Jags fan was like absurdly annoying. They were all after the game screaming Duval, and then they would all like echo it back. And it like, do you know in Zootopia when they're like, "You're gonna start a howl"? Wow, 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 wow. That's how it felt. It felt like I was in Zootopia where they're like, "You're gonna start a howl, don't howl," and then but except it's just Duval.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yep.
No, I think that's a good pick. I was gonna, yeah, I think that's a, yeah. I just hope that the Packers beat the Bears. That's all I care about. That's.
I could care.
We're
Honestly,
so
I'm so happy that we have all these guys under contract for long term. Because it's clearly not going to happen without Micah Parsons. It's not going to happen. And I hope Jeff Halfley coaches himself right out of a head coaching job. That would be ideal.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Yeah, I need us to keep our coordinators. I need us to reassess if Matt LaFleur is really the guy. And I certainly need us to get a better offensive line and offensive coordinator. That's my takes.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you've got an ad read for us, buddy.
I do. So thank you for joining us for Toxic Couch Late Night. Before we go, a big thank you to our sponsor, Heinrichs Harmony, offering Christ-centered piano, guitar, and voice lessons, plus worship band and ensemble opportunities for musicians of all levels. If you're looking for lessons that inspire both your talent and your faith, visit stepstograce.com and scroll down to Heinrichs Harmony, where faith and music come together in perfect harmony. Colton, Heinrichs Harmony has been growing.
Yeah, we've been drilling it so far. That's one of the only reasons I'm able to fund our show is because of Heinrichs Harmonies. So if you guys want to keep hammering that would be great. We've had quite a few people reach out. We're in the double digits for students now, which is insane given how packed my schedule is. So that's fun. Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been a blessing to be able to do that kind of stuff. Speaking of, we are this close to being sponsored on Twitch. This close. We need 8 more. We need a push for 8 more on Twitch, and then we need still like 30 more on YouTube. But if we can get it, that would be great. that'd be something else. We do this every single week. I feel like we get better every week, or I'm trying to. There's only so much that I can do, but we're getting there. We're slowly growing, doing more shows. We have a lot of videos set to come out next week if I can freaking get them done.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
we have the actual show from Christmas Eve that I have to still put together.
Mhm.
We have this, which has to go out. What else do we have? Oh, we have the vlog from Indy that has to go out. Um, Alex and I are throwing around a new show that hopefully will get some more concepts put together for that. Super Bowl's coming up. That's going to be
Super
our
Bowl is
biggest
coming
show of
up.
the entire year.
Reigning trivia
Yeah,
Super
champ
Bowl
right
stream.
here.
Let's go,
Reigning trivia champ right here.
bro.
Mm-hmm. So
I can officially.
so much
I can officially.
suits.
Wait, can I say?
Go ahead, Tanner.
Can I say I'm a reigning fantasy champ anymore? Or no, can I not say that anymore?
No, you cannot say that.
Nope, it's
No.
officially over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't touch on fantasy. We can talk
So
about that for a
sad.
second.
I get an
Um,
extra point on Pick'em
Okay.
because I picked the correct championship winner.
You get the extra point.
That's
I
right.
could have
Wait,
picked
what?
that too.
What's-
I just did. We do a pick 'em every week on the regular show,
Oh,
and
okay.
Coach Nate was downstairs and asked, "Who's gonna win the fantasy championship?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and
Not the
good-
Great Dragons, but it was.
No, that was
Yeah.
you were so correct.
So
So Jameer Gibbs scored 6 points, and you
Mhm.
really could have used
Yeah,
Bijan.
it was lights out. But the thing is, this is the first year where you have felt like a unanimous sigh by who won. I wasn't upset that I lost and lost
Yeah.
to Dad. There's
Yeah.
genuinely not a more deserving team in the entire league this year than
Yeah,
him.
Mhm.
He was stacked.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
To be
especially
fair,
the
the
year.
two most stacked teams made it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Mhm.
And especially the year he had last year, like we all watched him like suffer as he like he had like a great team and he just ended up playing the highest scoring team almost every single freaking week, and I don't even think he made the playoffs. It was so bad.
Nope, he didn't.
It was so bad. We felt. I think he like
didn't.
had the most. I think he had the second most points scored and still missed the playoffs. It
Yeah.
was insane.
He had the second most points scored. Nope. Coach Nate finally cracks it for a fantasy championship. We'll have to get his ring size.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about starting a traveling trophy because of how serious it's
Yeah, I
getting.
think that's a good idea.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think we should
maybe if we could all
pitch in.
Gabe wants a belt. Gabe wants a belt. So if we could all pitch in to get a belt,
the
that'd be kinda
WWE
fun
fan wants a
to
belt.
throw around. It's pretty fire. I don't mind the idea.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't mind like something more us that we could do. It'd
Mhm.
be really funny to have like something pretty unique. And if we did it like Stanley Cup style, where every team was etched on the side,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
I'd go crazy.
And now
for
that
that.
everyone and
I
now
would
that
go crazy
everyone's
for that.
trying, we can have a last place punishment.
Yes, we need to have a
Yeah,
last
everyone-
place punishment.
Yeah, except poor Lucas.
No, he's actually
Oh.
trying this year.
What should we do? The IHOP pancake challenge? That seems
Well,
like the
Or
easiest.
because all the IOPs are going
You
out
gotta
of business
post
soon.
something. You gotta post something extremely embarrassing on Reels for the next 50 days.
Yeah, that's gonna go great for a bunch of college students who are graduating trying to get jobs. What
Yeah.
was this you posted right before we hired you?
Why did you say?
Was that you in your underwear running in downtown Chicago? Why were you in your underwear jumping into the Chicago River? What was that?
Bro, that's
I'm sorry, is that a picture that says you pooped yourself the night before your wedding? Like come on.
who the heck would do that, bro? That's not
Yeah,
even
who would do
realistic.
that? Genuinely.
That's
Who
not
would-
realistic.
Yeah, who would poop themselves the night before their wedding? I certainly hope that
That's-
there's no photo evidence of that out there. No video or photo evidence that ever existed. Yeah, who poops
That's
themselves before their wedding? Literally.
not realistic punishment. It's
Ooh. Yeah.
you gotta come
Yeah.
up with something original, Colton.
Yeah.
Bro,
Come up
I'm
with
going
something
crazy.
original. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
sorry,
1
I'm
o'clock.
not a good enough commissioner. I know it is 1 o'clock for you, Tanner. I will be joining you in 2 days, and then we'll
Yes,
do the
sir.
actual show. We'll the three of us will reunite. We'll do the actual show on
Wait,
Thursday.
wait, is Uncle Nate gonna be down there too?
Yeah, I guess
he'll be
theoretically
down
we
there.
could have a full house.
We could ring him.
We could.
We could or not ring him, but we could like give him an official get you know how like the Super Bowl team goes to the White House. We could do like a
Yes.
press conference.
Yes, like a yes. That would be so. We should pre-record. That's a great idea. We should pre-record a press conference. I'll try to get some footage of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would be so funny to run on the show. Oh, dude, man, it's late. That's why we call it late night, though. We stay up late. We talk about football late.
Yep.
What do we got? I got nothing.
I
You
got
guys
nothing
got
else.
anything?
No, I don't think so.
I got a
Alright.
big day tomorrow.
Got a big day.
Big day tomorrow. Big day. We're going to Chicago tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Joey's in town. Joey's in town.
Oh,
Joey's got specific reasons for being in town that we won't talk about. Clearly, why he's not answering the phone and wasn't here today. It's okay. No judgment. We're going to hang out with Joey, Gabe, and Elise. Maya currently has like the biggest cold in the world again. That girl never gets sick. In the past month, she's been sick twice.
It's been
I think I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I had that too, and that whatever she's.
I'm leaving her here.
It's rough. We're leaving her here, and you're.
I never got it.
Yeah, no.
I never got it. She's currently locked in the bedroom. I'm separated from her currently. We're quarantining. I'm joking. We're not. I've been sitting next to her all day. Man. Oh, dude, for dinner, I forgot to tell you guys. I grilled teriyaki salmon with sesame oils and Korean barbecue sauce and made broccoli and rice. Oh,
better not have been
Aldi
salmon.
Aldi salmon.
No, it wasn't. It was
okay. Good.
But we had that salmon was in the freezer for so long it had some freezer burn on it, which I just learned this today. Freezer burn is edible. What? I didn't know that. I had no idea that freezer burn was edible. I thought that instantly made it bad. No.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
Do you guys not know what freezer burn is?
No, I know what
no
freezer
idea
burn
what that is.
I know what it is.
Oh, we'll have to teach you, Alex.
Bro,
we'll have to teach you.
Bro, we got to put that on the YouTube shorts. I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, so I will as soon as we're done with this, I upload the video and I have a whole bunch for shorts and stuff. So all of whatever the system decides are our greatest clips from the show, I'll have ready for us to print out and send out on the YouTubes.
Does it
I literally don't have anything else unless we've got like more.
Okay, I just want to. Does it gives you clips that are like the best from the show? That's cool. I didn't know
that. Yep. So did you see the ones that were on did you see the ones that were on Instagram last week?
Yes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So those were the same ones. It'll generate them right from software.
That's nice.
It doesn't prioritize a lot of the greatest ones, but who knows? I can also go in and edit it myself. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
All right, boys, it's getting late. Tanner, I will literally see you in like 30 hours.
Is that really crazy?
Wait, Alex, so I will see you in 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday right now.
Oh yeah, it is Tuesday right now.
All right. Yeah, we literally have been streaming for 2 days. We started the show on Monday, ended it on Tuesday.
That's crazy.
Yep. Insane work. All right, boys. Good night. I love you, Alex. I'll see you
Yeah.
bright and early in the morning.
All right, see you.
Love you guys.
Hang on. All right, hang on. Let's say bye to stream. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye, stream. Bye, chat.